I'd like next to talk to you about a product that we recently designed called the Elixir, which is the name that we use here in the United States. The same product is offered in Mexico, Central and South America as the Equilibrium unit. And we put this together with health concerns in mind. There are areas of our country where people don't have the benefit of fully treated water, and certainly in other parts of the world, water that comes into the home is somewhat suspect. So we built here a very compact package that will treat the water not only at the point of drinking, but also as the point of entry. So all of the water in the home, the bathing water as well as the water in the sinks and toilets would be treated. And we accomplish this in what I think is a very, very simple and very economic manner. The first thing the water sees is, as it comes in, is contained in this housing, and it's a cartridge, and it's a carbon block cartridge, and a very special carbon block cartridge that is designed to do a number of things. First of all, any visible sediment in the water will be taken out by the outside of this cartridge. And the filtration level is down to about 5 micron, which means it's just a pristine, crystal clear water as it exits the cartridge. The carbon in the cartridge is a special coconut-based carbon, and it will remove chlorine, get rid of the taste and odor associated with chlorine, and also eliminate the health benefits or the health damages that can be caused by chlorine, the absorption of chlorine in the skin and the inhalation of the chlorine gas as you bathe or shower. Additionally, this cartridge will take out some of the chloramines, not all, but it will reduce the chloramines. And then it will also take out any volatile organics. It's a mouthful, but it really means things like insecticides and pesticides that could have gotten into the water. And finally, it can also remove any trace amounts of oil. So it's really quite a workhorse. It looks relatively small, but trust me, it's quite heavy and contains a tremendous amount of chlorine, or carbon. Its life is in the neighborhood of 9,000 gallons. So depending on the use within the home, if you're metered, you can easily determine when the carbon capacity would be used up. If not, it's probably a good idea to replace that cartridge somewhere in the neighborhood of every 3 to 4 months. Now, this well-filtered water can still contain some microorganisms. It can contain some harmful bacteria or viruses or cysts. So the last thing we do before the water exits into the home is we pass it through an ultraviolet light. The ultraviolet light is contained in this nice stainless steel high pressure chamber, and it's connected electrically through a control panel here on the front of the unit. And when you plug in the ultraviolet light, what you're going to see is the number 365. That's the number of days in a year. And as you use water, that 365 counts down. And when it gets to 0, you're going to get a beeping sound, and that tells you, let's change the bulb, because the bulb life is approximately 1 year. Actually, it's a little more than a year. Now, if you are leaving your home or leaving the condo or the cottage, wherever you have this, for a sustained period of time, a day, 2 days, a week, or a month, simply unplug the ultraviolet light, and when you plug it in again, you will start counting down again. You will not lose those days. So if you're using a facility half the time, then you're going to get a 2-year life out of the bulb. Flow rate is good for about 5 or 6 gallons a minute, which is adequate for small homes, condos, and the such. So, one simple unit, very little maintenance, hangs on the wall with 2 screws, can be out of the way, in the garage, in a utility room, next to the water heater, what have you. Kind of hide it if you wish. And it performs multiple functions. Makes the water very clear, takes out any chlorine and reduces the chloramines, takes out the volatile organics, takes out any oil in the water, and also can take care of any bacteria that may exist. Thank you.